Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is September 31st, and if you're living in the United States and are a college student, or maybe you've graduated already and you have student loans, you know that tomorrow is the first day that interest will start accruing again on our student loans. So I've been looking at my own student loans and I've received so much emails about it. Hearing the news, I prepared myself by setting up my student loan account to be on auto repayment. This gives you a 0.25% discount on your interest rate. So I think if you are able to be sure that you'll have that fund, then go ahead and sign up for auto payment. So know that student loan payment pause is ending. Interest starts accruing tomorrow, September 1st, and on October 1st is our first payment will be due if you have student loans like me. So today I wanted to go ahead and talk about my personal plan for repaying my student loans, as well as information about my own personal student loans, like how much I have, the interest rates on them, the amounts on them, and yep, the plan I'm deciding to take to repay them. So I have already logged in here. Looking at my accounts, you can see that my total loan balance is $23,196.95. I've made some payments while I was in college, so my total student loan amount is greater than that. I don't know how much it was, but let's just say it's like $25,000. It's probably more than that, but we'll just say it's $25,000. But with the current amount, if I were to do nothing and just take the normal payment plan, it is $190.24 per month for 10 years. So I'm in standard repayment mode. So let's go ahead and go into the My Loans detail a little bit more so you can see kind of the amounts I have. So let's just go ahead and go through all the groups. In group 8A, I have $3,250. The interest rate on that is 4.45%. This one is a subsidized student loan, which means that while I was in college, I did not have to pay any interest rate on it, as well as after college I had a 6-month grace period. But since I graduated during COVID times, we basically didn't have any interest until tomorrow. Okay, group AC, I have $4,200, which is at 5.05% interest rate. This one is one of the higher ones, as well as the last one I want to pay off as well. Group AE is $5,496.95, which is 4.530%. Group AG is definitely lower than the rest. It's $4,187, but the interest rate is 2.75. I don't plan on paying off any of my student loans that have the lower 2 point whatever percentage. 3, I think I'm going to keep as well. So then I have another one, $3,313 at 2.75. Group A, I have $2,750 at 3.73%. I'm thinking this is 3% one that I'm thinking about keeping because I feel it's low enough in comparison to inflation rates. I feel like inflation right now is 3 point something. Last year's 8.52. So I might just keep it there for now, probably, unless I can afford to pay it off. Okay, so those are my student loans amount. I'm gonna go ahead and add up the ones with the high interest rate. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to like and subscribe. So high interest rate, this one, $3,250 plus $4,200 plus the 4.5 yeah. I feel like the 3.730 is kind of high. I'm not really sure, I can't really tell. But the 2.75 I'm not worried about. So I already previously calculated that I would need around $13,000 to pay off the big chunk ones. And so my first initial plan for my student loan payment is to pay off the ones with the greatest interest. And I've been saving up money to pay down this before interest rate occurs. So hopefully if I pay tonight, I'll be able to get it credited into my account, and therefore tomorrow I won't have any student interest occurring on those high ones. So let's go ahead and pay those now. I'll go ahead and show you how to pay it by the groups. I do know you can just make a payment to your whole entire account. However, I'm not sure how they will apply, which order they will apply in. So I usually do pay by group, and that way with each of the different groups, like I showed previously, group AA, group AC, or group AI or whatever, you can choose to pay the group that has the highest interest rate. So for me right now, I'm gonna do the 4.501. I'm gonna do the 4.5301 and this one as well. I'm just gonna pay the whole thing in full tonight. Let's see, this one's last. Okay. These I'm gonna skip. Okay, so I'm gonna pay tonight, August 31st, 2023. Total payment will be $12,946.95. I've been saving up for this like since last year, so it's not easy, but I'm very excited to pay off my really high interest ones. So let's go ahead and press continue, hit submit payment, and my payment has been scheduled for today. Yay! Okay, now to talk about the rest of my student loans, if you're wondering, okay, you just paid $13,000 off, and what am I going to do about the rest of the $10,250-ish I have remaining? Since I'm a very practical person, I believe that with a very low interest rate such as the 2.7501, as time goes on and my income increases, like let's say you get a yearly, I don't know, 5% increase in your salary, over time you'll make more money and it'll be easier to pay off the low amounts of your loan. And because it's not that high, for example, if it was 10%, I would definitely pay it off because that is accruing a lot of interest at a very high percentage. Whereas if you were to put in your money in the stock market, let's say you can get around 7% or higher with inflation accounted for. So whatever is your best bet, I would say I'm slightly conservative, so anything above 4% is something I like to pay off first. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I also wanted to add on that I do understand that having debt can feel scary, and in certain mindsets, or when you feel like you have debt, you may feel like you have less freedom because you always have this debt or money that you owe. And I completely understand that and respect other people's perspective on debt, student loan, mortgages and things like that. And I know that not every single formula works for everybody, so if you do feel like you'll always have that burden on you if you keep your student loans, even if they're just $1,000 or $2,000, I would go ahead and just recommend paying them all off if that really helps you feel more emotionally stable and in a better place with your finances. But there's lots of different techniques out there. Just choose and find the one that works best for you. I would say my technique is like practical thinking, not really taking account into emotions as much. But the rest of it, maybe my 3.730% student loan interest, I maybe will try to find the money to pay for it or keep saving. But for now, I will do the standard repayment plan and take 10 years to pay it off. I hope this video was insightful or interesting. If you have any questions, please leave them down below, or talk about your student loans, your repayment plans, or if you're lost. Make sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next time for another financial-ish topic. Bye!